Cześć, Strękapsion 2, a to jest 4. odcinek z Stanley Parable. Chyba trzecia lub druga najdłuższa seria na kanale. Nie liczę BMG Drive, bo to nie jest gra fabularna, nie? Dzisiaj popróbujemy zrobić niektóre osiągnięcia, jakie są. Pierwsze, co zauważyłem, to achievement. Dostałem właśnie achievement, który się nazywa achievement. I... tak. Następny achievement jest, żeby kliknąć. O!
All of his
Okej.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Właśnie, o co z tym chodzi? Tu gdzieś było ten whiteboard ending, tak?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it
Tutaj.
didn't make a single difference.
Console.
Nor did it advance the story in any way.
Console bark. O co z tym chodzi? Okej, dobra, jestem z powrotem i chyba znalazłem. To jest właśnie chyba to. Ta konsola. Trzeba było wpisać bark? Czy to było ten znak i bark? Bark? SV. Interesting.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okej.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Wiem, że trzeba kliknąć w te
please.
drzwi.
Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly
To się nagrywa, dobra.
5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Okej, klikam.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Nie. Dobra, chyba muszę to zrobić, dobra, 417. Gdzie jest 417? Gdzieś tutaj to powinno być, o.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. To się muszę wrócić chyba. 437 jest.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415, okej. To się robi dziwne już, okej.
Now, back to door number 437.
Okej.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Zarąbiste to jest.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419? Gdzie jest 419? Employee desk. 419.
Yes! This is great! You're
So
putting
yes.
it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416. We've
Okay.
almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
O Boże.
Finish Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door, 4, 3... Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really
Dostałem
earned it,
faktycznie
Stanley.
osiągnięcie.
Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
Było świetne. Dobra, jest jedno osiągnięcie,
When
które się
Stanley
nazywa
came to a set of 2
8,
open doors,
8,
he
8
entered
i
the
tak
door on
dalej.
his left.
I trzeba pójść do biura. Do biura szefa. Tam gdzie jest kod, wpisać cały czas 8888.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the key... Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Co się dzieje?
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley
Wszystko co
calmly
klikam to
walked
szczeka, co
forward
jest?
into the opened passageway.
Co jest? Uff. Czekaj, co? Aha, nie, wyłącz to.
Descending deeper in
Aha, za każdym razem to się łączy. Hidden, to ci pokazuje tutaj hidden. O co z tym chodzi?
to the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now?
Nie wiem
when for
co robię
years
na
it had
razie.
never
Nie
occurred
mam
to
jakby...
him? This
nie mam
question
pojęcia.
would not go unanswered for long.
Właśnie, bo... Jeszcze jedno. Dostałem achievement, no. Oj, mogę dostać czas achievementy? Co jest? Co chwilę dostaję to samo osiągnięcie, o co chodzi? Dobra, nie, stop już. Stop, o kurde, za dużo raz kliknąłem. O mój Boże.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind
Spróbujmy
Control
zrobić
Facility.
to.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on
Okay,
it,
stop,
the truth
Boże, za dużo
was
razy
that at
kliknąłem
the
to.
end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut.
Okej, wrócę się.
Stanley still
Zobaczmy,
had
jak
every
coś
opportunity to
powie.
turn around and get back on track. But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for. Nope, still on board with death.
O, przytemnione drzwi. Okej, ale tu nie ma już nic do roboty jakby. Więc... Poszukam jeszcze innych osiągnięć, innych endingów, więc zobaczymy. Okej, wiem jak jedno osiągnięcie zrobić. Czekaj, muszę zobaczyć tylko szybko, czy to się nagrywa. Okej, dobra. Myślałem, że nie włączyłem. Okej, dobra, nieważne. Wiem jak jeden ending zrobić. Ending. Osiągnięcia nie, ending. Trzeba wyjść
All of his
tutaj przez
co-workers
okno.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard
trzeba się
Stanley
jakoś tu
looked,
dostać.
he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Trzeba tutaj tędy przejść, jest jakiś ending z tego co wiem. Ale nie czytałem go, ani nie słuchałem, żeby sobie nie spoilerować. Tylko jak się tu dostać? O, jest. Mogę.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No.
Then in that case,
Yeah.
we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other
Czy on to
option is even
przemyśli,
longer?
faktycznie za co
How
tutaj
long
pójdę,
will you
to...
spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here,
Siemka.
continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Yes, okej. I guess restart. I teraz coś się musi stać, jak tam pójdę. Teraz musi się coś stać
A
pewnie.
soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Nie wiem jak się to przedtem tu dostałem, ale... Czekaj. Ło. Ale byłem na krześle już. O, jest, dobra. I on to przewidział na pewno. No, dajesz.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration
Nie?
and realized it
On
was
coś-
part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yes.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the hope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particular.
Dobra, ja se poczekam.
What Stanley liked most was
Ja
buttons.
mogę poczekać, ja mogę
He pushed
posłuchać.
them like some kind of glutton.
Jego...
He did it
Chyba
all
banjo.
day in
Chyba.
a meaningful way, but his
Nie zna się na
brain
instrumentu trochę.
had long
Mimo, że gram na
ceased to
keyboardzie.
function. Which is why he is in this parable. and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become quite unbearable.
Graj dalej. Świetnie grasz, masz talent. No, dajesz. Dobra, już dość. za dużo tego czekania było.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okej.
Stanley decided to go
Co
to the meeting
jeszcze
room.
mogę
Perhaps
zrobić
he had
tu?
simply missed a memo.
Co mogę jeszcze tu zrobić? Czy jest jakieś jeszcze
When
zakończenie?
Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and
Co
Stanley
jeszcze
knew
mogę
it perfectly
zrobić?
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just
Co?
to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Pójdę jeszcze raz tutaj
And
do
so he
tego.
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Nie pamiętam co to było już? No nie pamiętam.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in
Oh,
order
to
to
było
get
to.
back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No,
Yeah.
no, not the right. Why would I have ever said it
Czy
was
to
to
będzie
the
jakby ta
right?
pętla, gdzie
What
będzie ten
was I
samochód i
thinking?
to się będzie
It's
kręcić,
clearly-
jakby to...
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
O!
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all
Ja
a
nie patrzę,
spoiler.
ja nie patrzę.
Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
Okej.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Dobra.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Nie wiem co tu robić więcej. Nie wiem czy to nie będzie ostatni odcinek, ale jeszcze zobaczę jakie są zakończenie, jak je zrobić. A osiągnięcia już są trudne. Osiągnięcia to już pewnie sam zrobię, ale jak będą zakończenia na pewno będę jakieś robił. Więc ja się z wami już żegnam. Może to będzie ostatni odcinek, może nie. Zobaczymy. Ja się z wami żegnam. Cześć, na razie i pa.